Okay, I just had a great warm-up today. Hello, welcome. I'm the story sentence coach. I'm gonna talk today about this Romantasy post I made. You can find the link to it in the description. And so, but this isn't. Oh, hold on. There's this guy. He's riding a lawnmower, and he's got a leaf blower. All right. I don't know. It's just ideas. Okay. So, yeah. So today I'm talking about Romantasy, but I'm always talking about stories. I'm the story sentence coach, and the same process that you use to write a sentence, to write a story arc, to write a romantasy, to write nonfiction, fiction, whatever you want to call it, it's all storytelling. And you can't have an experience without being able to articulate it as a story. And so that basic story, man, I'm like rushing through this. So the basic story is that you do things for reasons. They might not be the best reasons. They might be reasons that were handed down to you. But that's why you do things. And that's how you do things all day long. And so whether I'm usually talking to a huge cohort, I'm usually talking to people who they want to finish their book in any genre, any kind of book, right? I'm talking to you, and the reason is there's a pattern, and it doesn't matter how much you've written of your book, right? You could be on the first page, you could be on the 600th page, and it doesn't matter if you haven't even started your book. I mean, that's part of the writer process, is you're always working on your work in progress, your WIP, and then you've always got to do something about promoting your books. They're agents, they're editors, they're publishers, and they're just not following through. Maybe we have to do the what's the Chinese work all day philosophy, but you don't have to work all day. In fact, yeah, forget that. Once you learn the pattern, you don't have to work all day. That's fun. I reversed that one. Good. Okay, so talking about stories. So I'm the story sentence coach, and this is a new channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this. Put some wonderful comments in below. This is awesome. Let's see. And this is a beautiful day. Look at that. Blue skies, green trees. And so the story sentences go like this. I'm doing this, I'm rambling on like this because not only does it keep your attention, makes it seem live. This is recorded. I had this dream that I would do live streamings of this. Maybe I can in the future. So what's going on here is story sentences are, they try to match your experience of life. So you're living in this ever-advancing present. You're always in the present. You make all your decisions in the present. All your grief, all your worry, all your regrets, they all exist in the present. Everything your existence is in the present. We could sit around and concentrate and contemplate our navels for a moment. Hope the cars aren't ruining my. Well, I'll put the captions in. It'll be fun. I'll put in just regular AI captions. You can make up your own thing. All right, so the story sentence is wonderful. It helps us control the moment. It helps us live in the moment. You want to live in the moment? You got to learn about story sentences. So there's a reason and I said this right now. I just the first video I did, I was talking and it wasn't recording. Okay, and so we're coming close to the guy riding the lawnmower with the leaf blower. It's comical. I was a cartoonist at one time. So the story sentence, so I talked about the interval. Let's talk about the interval again. So you live in this present, and you're acting upon things that have happened in the last half second or 2 seconds. And then I'll tell you about, the whole scope of it in a second. And so you live in this moment, and you react to your observations. You observe situations going on. Observing is not the right word, it's relay. But observe is good. A lot of people here are new. Okay, so you're observing things and then you react to it. And sometimes you you observe without observing. That's fun. Yeah, a lot of what you're gonna put into your stories are people who have opportunities, but they don't take them, or they have to take them, right? Oh, I had to get the job as a teacher. I had to get the regular job. I couldn't follow my dreams. Okay, and that's the story of everyone's life. And so the story sentence is the present situation, but it's not just the present situation. It's everything in your past converging on this moment. That's a climax there. And it's nice and quiet. Awesome. So, story sentence is not just a situation and a reaction, but it's your whole past converging on this moment. And the decision you make here is going to affect everything cascading into the future. So I love throwing this in at this point. Okay, and so down below you'll find the link to the 10 dates, 10 Romantasy dates, and I wrote them in this format. And I can't remember if I gave you like some clever directions in the beginning or what. Anyway, so well, I can give you those directions right now. So the story sentence, not only is it made up of situation and reaction, but that reaction comes in two parts. And the first part is just the form of the reaction. And it has the same label, story sentences and story arcs. They have the same three parts, the three modes, and they answer the same three questions, right? Because you live in sentences. You live in the moment. Half second goes by, you'll stop talking and you'll go the other way, because here comes the crazy landscaper and riding a lawnmower and using a leaf blower. Well, eventually I'm gonna have to turn this off. Hey, I did some good time on this too. Yeah. So where were we? And it doesn't matter where we are. But yeah, the three parts of the story sentence, I'll give you that. And so, listen, I had none of these parts when I started. I just knew there was a pattern. I used the pattern sometimes, and then I get stuck. I'm sure everybody's out there. Oh, and then to continue about writers, you've got a work in progress. You're promoting your stuff, like promoting the 10 Romantasy dates down at the bottom. And you've got all these ideas too. And some of them, right? So not only am I talking to people who haven't even started writing at all, but I'm talking to people who are writers, who have works in progress, who are promoting their works, and they want to know what to do with the next one. That's awesome. That's awesome, and that's like all right. Okay, so no, I'm holding off on the 3 parts, and the reason is I want you really invested in getting a hold of the 3 parts. I'm just gonna try to skate fast past the lawnmower guy. Hey, good morning. Man, is that loud. Okay, so now you're invested. So the first part of the story sentence is the situation, and then the second part is that reaction. And the reaction, that's the point, that evaluation. I have something to say. There's a situation that I need to do something about, and either I'm just thinking, hey, wait a minute, that reminds me of something. Or you're speaking, you say, oh, you growl. You can do that. Or you can act out. You can go and get the shovel and clean up the mess that was left on your sidewalk. Shovel it into the garbage can. Hope that that person doesn't come back to leave their mess again. And so I'm talking about the reaction, right? So the reaction is what you think, what you speak, what you say, what you do, and so since we're writers and we usually study books or we write books, so we'll often tell you point blank, this is what the character thought, this is what the character said, this is what the character did. Okay, that's the evaluation. And the evaluation is in that form. And it answers the question, how does this affect me deeply? How does it personally affect me? How does this affect me? No, how does this affect me deeply personally? And to think of it. Every sentence, you could be talking to someone and that suddenly they say something that they really mean. And so the last part of the story sentence, I didn't give you the question for the first part. Watch the next video. I'll do it right. This is getting to be too long. I will tell you the answer though for the end of the story sentence. Is you make an association. You're in a situation, and you make an association like a guy driving a lawnmower and using a leaf blower. And actually, my heart goes out to him because I have to rollerblade to do my job. And talking to my phone, I could fall down any moment and smash my phone, and oh my gosh, the headache. Anyway, so the end of the sentence is, what bothers you the most? All right, so you can tell me what bothers you the most. You can make evaluations. Go and grab that guide. Oh, and so so the 10 different dates, they're written quickly, so you can consume this really quickly. It's only like a page or two, and so they're either why you did what you did, why you took your job, or whatever opportunity came your way, and then it evaluates how it affects you deeply. And then one of them is an attestment. It's what bothered you the most. And I'm making this class, and I'll tell you, there's sentences that they're not evaluations, they're attestments. And there's sentences that are not opportunities, they're evaluations. And it goes on and on. And so it is a very clear, distinct pattern, and you gotta check it out. This is the Story Sentence Coach. Peace.